Hey guys, it's Austin, and today I am doing a video about the witching hour. So basically what the witching hour is most paranormal people know this. It's when the paranormal and spiritual anything is at its highest, especially demonic activity. And it's also the time of day where paranormal investigators start to seek out some spiritual activity. And I'm going to touch on a lot of facts about the witching hour, just kind of tell you guys about it and just where it originated from and all that stuff. The phrase witching hour was recorded in 1535, and the origins seem to be from a period of a time in 1535 where the Catholic Church forbid activities during the 3 to 4 a.m. window due to the rising concerns about witchcraft in Europe. Witch hunts, demonic activity, exorcisms, and rituals have all become intertwined with the witching hour. And the number 3 is often a mockery of the Holy Trinity, making it the perfect time to carry out acts of evil. So people do a bunch of rituals at this hour. I've done one too, and it worked. If you want to go check out my Candyman challenge, there was like distinct thuds in the video. It was the weirdest thing ever. I'm definitely going to do more 3 a.m. challenges just to prove to you how creepy this hour is. It was also at a time that when witch hunts were conducted. So when anyone was out at 12 to 3, they would just automatically assume that they were witches doing bad spells on people and really demonic rituals. If you've ever woken up at 3 a.m., weird stuff does occasionally happen, and I have been up at 3 a.m. before, not woken up at 3 a.m., but I was on my computer one time and I was completely home alone. There was no one in the house. I heard a distinct bang. It was really loud and it was from upstairs, and it just about made my heart skip a beat. And yeah, it's really scary, guys. Like, everybody has tested this hour and it really works. Like, this is not a joke. People have played Ouija boards at this hour and done witchcraft and all this other bad stuff that is not very good. In folklore, the witching hour or devil's hour is a time of night associated with supernatural events. Witches, demons, and ghosts are thought to appear and to be at their most powerful. Black magic is thought to be the most effective at this time. In the Western Christian tradition, the hour between 3 to 4 a.m. was considered a period peak of supernatural activity due to the absence of prayers in the canonical hours. During this period, women caught outside without sufficient reason during this time were sometimes executed on suspicion of witchcraft. The phrase witching hour was first recorded in 1835. The term may also be used colloquially to refer to any period of bad luck, or in which something bad is seen as having a greater likelihood of occurring. In investing, it is the last hour of stock trading between 3 p.m. when the bond market closes and 4 p.m. EST when the stock market closes, which can be characterized by higher than average vitality. So it's often a time of bad luck and nothing really good happens at that hour. It's known to be the most demonic hour of the day. 3 p.m. is supposed to be known as the most holiest hour of the day, making 3 a.m. the exact opposite. People believe Jesus was killed at 3 p.m., thus making it the holiest time of the day, and 3 a.m. the exact opposite. One of the biggest reasons the witching hour is so vitally in the middle of the night, even though it is technically the beginning of the day, is because the liminality that the time offers. This is why I think many people focus on midnight just as much as 3 a.m. Because midnight is the time between 2 days. Many believe that that is the veil between worlds, and it is at its weakest point, thus making room for spirits and anything to travel through. So there's no wall barrier between the spirit world and our world, so anything can happen. And because the veil is thinner at this time, it is perfect to swap ghost stories, try to communicate with spirits, and even whip out a Ouija board and perform spells. Do not do the Ouija board, that is very bad. Additionally, even back in the centuries ago, the hours between 12 to 3 a.m. were usually when most people are dead asleep. The cover of darkness and the sleeping world allows for witches and other creatures to convene publicly, but without being seen or otherwise prosecuted for meeting. Another thing about the witching hour you'll notice is a lot of people wake up at around 3 a.m. and I would like to touch on this for a minute. People that do wake up at 3 a.m. often will have paranormal activity, but they'll also have sleep paralysis, and if you don't know what that is, I'll throw up a little picture of an info box about it right now. It is basically when you think you're awake but you're really not, and you start to see like crazy stuff in the room that you're sleeping in. It's really scary, guys. I can't explain it properly, so I'm not going to get too in detail with that one, but it does have something to do with it. At this hour, generally, you would be in your REM sleep cycle during the time bracket. Your heart rate, cardiac pressure, breathing rate, and arterial rate becomes irregular at this time, which is why you may feel anxious when you suddenly wake up at these odd hours. It is a coincidence, or is it an evolutionary tactic developed to better protect ourselves? That is the witching hour. I just wanted to shed some light on what it's about, because my channel is going to be pretty much almost all about that when I start doing more 3 a.m. challenges. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative. It's really scary. I've had lots of stuff happen at this hour, and yeah, it's super scary. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Bye, guys.